2. We are live.
Do 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 do. Boop. Hello and welcome to the lovely, wonderful show, Peanuts. We talk about everything and anything that's on our minds, things that we find like intriguing and crazy.
Oh, you're cutting
At
in and
the
out again, Alice.
Oh, of course I am. Right in the introduction. But yeah, we're just a show where we talk about everything and anything. Oh, God damn it, phone. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. We like to talk about everything. So, anyways, I am the lovely Alice. Brought to you by.
I am A.O. Xander.
Hello, buddy.
I'm Scotty.
And we, of course,
We do
have
have a-
Sohan, who's deafened, so can't even hear us.
I know, how dare he? But well, he's here in spirit, right? But anyways, I am lovely Alice. Thanks. Kick off with Xander.
You keep cutting out, Alice, like every
What?
word.
Why is it always like this?
I don't know. You gotta get a new phone and stop dropping them.
Yeah,
Fumbles.
that's probably it. But how's your week been, buddy?
My past 2 weeks actually have been pretty interesting because we didn't do a peanuts last week, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
because you were back home in Wisconsin.
Yeah. I was back in Minnesota, you know.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to rage. Come on, it's not fun if you just accept it.
Yeah, it's Minnesota, Xander.
No, but no, like we did our premiere of The Edge of Disclosure, aka Theod, our ufology, paranormal science technology type show thing, and now we're getting hit by Hurricane Hillary. Sorry, Freudian slip there. But yeah, other than that, it's just been same old, plugging it away, getting the shows done, getting things done behind the background. Still have a lot more work to do that I've been meaning to for quite some time, but slowly churning things done, so it's good. What about you, Alice?
Yeah.
Or let's move to Scott, because Alice, you have a whole slew of things to talk about.
Yeah, I got stories to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Hurricane Hillary before Scott, Babylon Bee made a really funny thing where it's all deaths concerning Hurricane Hillary will now be considered suicides.
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh. But anyway, Scott, how was your
Week? My week's been actually pretty awesome. Been doing some cool stuff. I went to my dad's house yesterday. Got to spend time with their kittens. They were on my lap. I was surrounded by kittens at one point.
How many kittens?
Drove around the city. Got some banging hot dogs. It was awesome. Put some freaking crazy speakers in the downstairs here. I've been banging, like, blasting music and stuff. It's been mad fun. Like, I've been having a good old time this week. It's been great.
That's
Nice.
awesome, dude. How many kittens?
2.
Oh.
They're still young, like they would pretend to like suckle on my arm a few times. They're like still pretty young.
Oh man.
I've never had that happen before, so.
Mommy Scott.
There's a first for everything, Scott.
Yeah. No, when Scott said he was surrounded by kittens, I thought of that one scene from Scrubs where the person was like buried in kittens.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It's so
Just
cute.
helping around the house, just doing what I can do. It's actually been pretty good. Like positive mindset, and really well.
That's awesome to hear, my friend. It's so cool. Like I am so happy for you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, Alice.
Like that. Yeah.
Guess who just joined us?
Hello.
Oh. Pops.
Yeah.
I told you she loves you.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
we got them.
So
we got them.
you're back, and you're all well.
I'm back in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to actually go on my thing.
Cutting out
I
again.
went-
She cuts out. She has a problem.
Oh, there's a car. Yeah. For some reason, it just really wants to hate me today,
Today.
especially during the show. But no, I went back to Minnesota on the Tuesday, the 8th of August.
Nice.
And I went up north to northern Minnesota to Lake Vermilion for a few days with my dad and my stepmom. And then we went down to Okoboji, Iowa, and I saw Rascals pops. You know, I got sunshine on a cloud.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, my dad, my stepmom, and I, we went there, and we got surprised, bamboozled, and I ran into the old family friend of Dad.
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh God, let me go. I'm gonna move. Let me see here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so when we were there at the
Happening
looked
again.
up, why is it like this?
I don't know, Alice. Maybe because you drop your phones 47 times before breakfast.
It says I have good. It says I have good Wi-Fi and everything.
Maybe it's the hurricane on my end.
Maybe it's here. Yeah, I was just going to say
might
that.
be you. It might be you because you were cutting out earlier.
Well, I don't think it's me because this is a problem that you've had for a month now, and it's always only you, so it's not me.
We do have bad weather here right now. Not horrible, but
well, no,
you
it's been a
do.
persistent issue for literally weeks.
Okay.
Every day with her. So, anyway.
On with the
But
show.
yeah, we end up. Yeah. Anyways, we went to when we went to the concert, we ran to an old family friend, grandpa's funeral like over 15 years ago, and that was really cool. Then I hung out with my mom and my brothers and sisters. I got to see a couple of my nieces and nephews, and yeah, it was really fun. And I spent over 12 and a half hours at the Atlanta airport on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's no way.
12 and a half hours.
That is no
Yeah,
way.
12
No. It gets better because when she got back home, she had to do a full opening closing shift at work.
Yeah, yesterday I had to open and yesterday I had to open and close.
I know
So
that feeling well.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Many
doing
times I've
good. I'm
opened it,
a little
I
jet
sit there and go,
lagged.
why
I'm a
am I
little
the first one
tired.
here and the last one to leave?
Well,
What the hell?
That makes you a Marine.
Yeah, don't leave anybody behind you.
Yeah.
But
you know,
yeah,
Alice,
that's been my.
Hey, it sounds like you had a great time. Got to connect back with family face to face. That's what it's all about,
Oh, yeah.
right there.
Oh, they got to do
Yeah,
the dance off with Cyrus and everything for the whole,
Yep.
like
That
Army
too.
Coalition versus ASFX thing. Like, I mean, she had a whole slew of things going on. It was awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. This last Tuesday, I met up with Cyrus from Abstract, and her and we had a dance off on a bridge, and I launched her to
who won?
Neptune
You had a
too.
dance off. Someone had to win.
Well, clearly Alice, because she playfully pushed her, and Alice is like what, 5'10", and like.
No, I'm 5'7", 5'8".
Well, still, you're like 7 of Cyrus. Like.
Dude, well, I'm fatter too. I mean, when you see my body to her body, I feel bad. I'm like, God, I really need to lose weight.
Hey, it's not. No one's fat. Maybe pleasantly plump, but no fat.
You know what? It's just more of you to hug, Alice. More hug surface.
I wish, that fat should just be in my booty.
What are you, a Kardashian now?
Maybe. I wouldn't say.
Watch out, Yee might come after you.
Hey, I like a little junk in the trunk, so.
Whoa!
Well, I would like to have some junk in the trunk.
I just
Dude,
learned
I'd like to have
something
some
new about my
Jesus
dad,
pop.
and I did not want to.
Jesus, well, you learn more about your pops every day. I like some junk in the trunk. Well, I like junk in the trunk so that when I sit, my butt doesn't hurt all the time. Like, I got some cushion for the pushing. But yeah, that's like been my last week and a half.
Nice.
It's nice to be-
week. Nice 2 weeks.
It was a week and a half, actually. I did 9 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Well, still, Alice,
Yeah.
while you were there, something interesting happened that also happened in Pennsylvania. A house exploded.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Now, how long ago was your house? Did this just happen?
That,
Or?
Oh, no,
it
this,
happened in
my
an
dad
abandoned
told-
mine, apparently. Like a mine buildup of gases. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this
No,
one
that was
is
the one in
this one. No,
Pennsylvania.
I'm talking about Minnesota. This one happened like down the street from Dad. My dad was actually up at the lake when this happened, and it happened about a month ago. But this house had just gotten a new gas operated dryer from country, and it exploded with the family in the house.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, the family though survived.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they all survived. There's a picture. Xander can.
Oh, yeah. So, we have the article here. House collapses after exploded in Jordan, Minnesota.
Yeah, my dad lives like right up the hill from there.
Let's not dox him, please. Alice, seriously.
Dude,
what the
whatever. He lives up the hill in yonder.
hell? Okay.
There's a few hills right there.
Okay, Alice, please don't stop. Like.
Okay.
Look at
anyways.
that, look at that. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the
They got
wall
out
like
alive.
fell onto the house to the side.
She took several pictures, so these are from her. So this is the house after the explosion. This is the one in Minnesota, not the one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, the one in Pennsylvania was like the whole neighborhood was blown to nothing.
Yeah, I saw that. That is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, show that
That's
one now.
from
So I mean, this is
Link.
The one in Pennsylvania. Let me bring this up. Actually,
yeah, this one's a lot more devastating. I think what like a total of 12 homes were damaged and
Pennsylvania.
I think.
Well, all I know is like one house like blew up and it took out two of the houses, like one on each side of it, and then it caused a lot of damage to a lot of homes around it, and there might be like it might be like structurally compromised, so they might have to do a lot of demolition. And in contrary to your story, unfortunately, 5 people did die, including a father and a son.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
here
like
we go.
that one that sucked.
I think these are, here we go. From left to right, Heather, Cole, Taylor, and Paul Oravides. Paul and Heather were killed in the explosion at their suburban Pittsburgh home, leaving their 2 children left behind. Wow. Hey.
Thanks
It was
for
the
giving
kids that
us all
were
that.
survived.
That's
So it was the wife and father, the husband and wife.
Well, I know a father's son was part of the 5 killed.
So that's 2 of the 5
Two
right
of the
there.
5 here.
Oh man. That's
Paul
devastating.
and Heather. So Heather, Cole, Taylor, and Paul. So from left to right. So far left and far right died. So the two in the middle survived.
Yeah, those are their kids.
Yeah, but like 2 of the others were a
That's
father and a
sad.
I'm
son.
glad you gave him a shout out.
Yeah. Well.
Kevin, Sabina.
Yeah, but that's a little wild. Within a month, 2 houses exploded. Like.
Yeah.
All I can think of is like all of the like food processing facilities that were just randomly blowing up. Because like something that's weird. Houses
So
don't
yeah,
just explode.
Casey and Keenan. Yeah, here's the Casey and Keenan one.
Yeah. So I'm
12-year-old
gonna,
son.
I'm gonna add this to the Underbar post show here.
Yeah, that's just sad and devastating. Like, I can't believe that crap,
Well, I mean, like many years ago, on Super Bowl Sunday itself, a plane crashed, a Cessna, into a house just like a mile away from where I'm at.
Oh, jeez.
And it killed 3 people or like 5 people or something. Everybody inside the house died, including the pilot.
They're going to have a Super Bowl party there.
Yeah, they're preparing for a Super Bowl party. Can you imagine if that was just like 7 hours later? Like, could have been 20 people killed. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild. So, but yeah. Anyway, but what about you, Mr. Loon? How's your week been?
Yeah.
My week's been great. Just highlighting today, first time in weather, we have Hillary bearing down on us, which is only a tropical storm now, but we're hitting the edge of her now. It's just been rainy all day, but I've been kind of anxious in my entire life. We've never had a hurricane coming our way.
Yeah.
They've come before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
been 80 years.
Like, cause like the last time
80 years.
we were talking about this earlier this morning. Like the last time was what, in like 18 something?
Well, the one that's taken this path was like in the mid 1800s somewhere that hit San Diego. We had
No.
one in 1939 that came from another direction. But still.
Well,
yeah,
no, it's been 80 years since you guys last had a hurricane.
Yeah,
Roughly.
and it's
Luckily,
it's down to
the
a
water
tropical
temperatures
storm,
kind of drop in your area, so it lost some strength.
Yeah.
going
We
up
hit
there.
cold water when you get up here. When you get
Yeah.
up into our area, the water's pretty cold.
Well, tell them about the El Nino.
Well, yeah, that's what's changed, and we're going into an El Nino, which is real warm weather, and it's really skyrocketing. It's just taking off. Usually, there's last year we were in an El Nino for about 2, 3, 4 years, which keeps the water cooler, keeps our temperatures down a bit.
La Nina.
La Nina, there you go.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah, we did
usually have a
we
year
did
of
an El Nino for this year.
Yeah, and usually you have a year of transition, and this one's just taken off. The El Nino's just taken off,
And
the
it's
weather's
not
Oh,
just
yeah.
us.
the water's
That's
really, really warm.
yeah. It's not just
And
us
it's going to be
getting.
a super El Nino, they think. That's
Yeah.
what they're predicting in the next few years.
Yeah, and it's not just like the West Coast and everything. Like the whole world is going crazy with weather. Like, if anybody like Alice, you told me about this guy, but Ryan Hall, y'all. Like I've been watching him here and there, and like this upcoming winter, might be like a horrible, devastating like blizzard season. Like,
Could be.
you know,
Could be.
for the East.
Look what's happening
For
in
the,
what I
for the
now.
East. I'm talking about for the East. So for,
Yeah.
you know, you guys out there on the East Coast and everything, like, you know, you're going to get hit maybe with snow. Go check out, well, it's in the
Sky,
Weather
maybe.
Channel. It's in the Weather Channel on our Discord if you want to look at it.
That'd be a first in a while.
Yeah, well, things happen in cycles, and, you know, eventually
Yeah.
things will happen.
Hey,
So,
there's all kinds of tornadoes and stuff forming out on the East Coast.
yeah.
You know, really, really warm waters out there. They got a number of things going. There's amazingly.
Yeah, but the wind shear pops.
Wind shear will kill them,
because-
or stop them from
Yeah.
forming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wind shear right now is what's keeping the
Hurricane.
She cut out.
Oh, the East Coast.
Yeah.
The wind shear in the Atlantic is getting cut by all that.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome, Cyrus. And she is muted, so she's probably doing something. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
How has your week been?
It's alright, I suppose.
Well, you have anything to talk about? Like, you know, we got to change the name of a certain show, and we had a really good certain show just about an hour ago. So,
Oh yeah, I guess we did. We had a episode 5, Be Eating You. Not sure if we survived or not, but I think we gave it our best shot.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 with that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and like,
what was it, Ian? What was the show?
it was about, we put
Well,
ourselves,
Cyrus, you and I were put to the slaughter with MTM.
we put ourselves against the monster from the Jeepers Creepers series.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, like, you know,
Yeah.
also, like, you know, you got to, you know, meet up with Alice. We spoke about that earlier. You know, oh, we forgot. Alice, you got your shirt. Your absolutely new
Yes, I
favorite shirt
did.
of all time. Like, show us.
Hang on. Let me show that. I'm being attacked by cats right now.
Huh.
They keep rubbing up against me. Quite uncomfortable. Do 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 do.
Aha.
Here we go. And that's actually the shirt of this show, the Kicking the Peanut.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a globe, it's a brain, and there's a peanut.
So who's
Whee!
doing the artwork on these? Because I've seen yours.
This was Cyrus, I believe, who made this one.
Is that your artwork?
Cyrus?
Yeah, it started out as a thumbnail, and then Alice is like, I want to wear that.
Say no more.
I had to.
Yeah, you look creative because I've seen Alex's. So, I don't mean. I'm sorry. can't
Well,
say
everybody,
that.
my
Yeah.
name's not hard to figure out.
Yeah.
So, but no, like, you know, like I have, like, you know, 2 really good shirts. You know, of course, like the one Scott designed, the Summer Chillin' and all that stuff, and then the Today in History, This Day in History shirt thumbnail thing that Cyrus made into a shirt as well, and Alice has Cyrus making another shirt for me.
Oh yeah.
That's
I can't show that one.
No,
we're
we're
gonna
not-
get demonetized.
We're not going to show that on the show.
Needless to say, it's going to be
Really,
hilarious.
I don't even want to know.
All I'm going to say is it's a banana and
It's
an
gonna be
orange doing
hilarious.
something naughty.
I didn't want to do it.
But
I
I'm
didn't
paying you to
wanna
do it.
This
I think
was
someone
Yes, you
protests
did.
too much.
I'm paying you to do it, so you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I like money.
I like money.
money.
God, you. I like money.
Am I allowed to curse on this show?
Yes, you
not like a sailor.
Okay.
Like,
Not
okay,
like me.
well, it's not the worst shirt. My aunt wanted a shirt that said, don't mess with me, bitch. I will lock you in my fucking trunk and let the police look for you.
wow.
Still working on that one.
Your aunt needs some therapy.
I
There's
gotta
a
running
I
cat.
gotta tell you.
You gotta
They
meet,
think it's on TV.
dude. You gotta meet Alice's mother. She is such a sweetheart.
Really?
Yeah, and she's
Yeah,
probably
my
angry
mom
that I'm
is-
calling her that too.
A sweetheart? No, my mom's she's a peach. Like she's.
Yeah.
I love her. I miss her. I've actually made a decision that I'm probably. No Wisconsin jokes. But I know you're gonna do it anyway. But no, I've decided
Wisconsin
about
jokes
next
are
2
kind of
years.
cheesy, you know.
Well, you were up
In the
there.
next
Did
2
you get
years,
to
I think.
visit? I can't even think of it. Never mind.
What?
The Packers Stadium. What's it
Oh
called?
my God! I have a warning on this now.
Dude.
No corner. Oh, she's.
That's cold-blooded, dude. That's cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. Dude, no. I've decided that to be close to my mom and everything.
Tell us about your
So,
glasses.
like, oh yeah, I got these at a thrift store in northern Minnesota for $3. They're metal too.
Jeez.
Nice.
Can't go wrong.
I know, you like them?
Yeah.
$3.
$3.
$3 make you holla.
Hey, they're good looking.
Yeah.
They look like a butterfly.
I know. I think they work good on me.
Yeah,
I
they look
mean-
great on you.
She kind of has a Hollywood mystique going on, you
She
know?
floats like a butterfly, but stings like a
Without
bee.
the Hollywood. It's the Minnesota lure.
There you go.
Now, do you say B because you didn't want to say bitch?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a.
Dude,
Muhammad
they can
Ali
say
quote.
bitch on. They can
I
say
know,
bitch on
I'm adding
ABC
on
and
to it. She
BBC.
floats like a butterfly but stings like a bitch.
No,
you know?
no.
I know what.
Don't
I know
mess
what-
with Ali's his rhythmic rhymes.
his
Yeah.
form of
Hell
Yogisms?
hath no
Yeah.
fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Well,
let's
how
get
about
into the
this one?
subjects here.
That's what I was going to say. We're going to start with Alaska, with the Bering Sea.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this was just something you wanted us to talk about a little slightly, like the Bering Sea, Alaska Purchase, and the rights, because in 1893, on the 15th, so like 5 days ago when we were doing our history show, the U.S. was
Yep.
no longer allowed exclusive rights to the Bering Sea. Now, I believe we had
Bering
initially,
and stuff.
well, by just like, what year was that? 1890, so, because like
No.
we had bought Alaska before that, like 30 years before that from Russia.
Right.
But I believe in buying that, we gained rights of all that sea and everything. And then Russia, probably after figuring out there's oil, wanted some rights into there as well. And Japan probably
Yep.
had something into it. So, but
Yeah.
I'll look into it right now as
Also
Alice
the-
talks.
Well, also the fishing, too. Like, the fishing rights out there.
Yes.
Well, that's
Was
huge
also a
right
big
there.
thing.
That's huge. The fishing rights.
Like Alaskan king crab, Apelio.
So I have here the Bering Sea dispute. This resulted in an international tribunal which met in Paris in 1893 and condemned the U.S. seizures. So we seized things. It held that the Bering Sea was part of the high seas and that no single nation had jurisdiction over it. It assessed damages against the United States for the seizures at $473,151 at that time. So that's a lot of money. So the Bering Sea dispute. Here we go. Bering Sea arbitration. So I'm going to add these two links here as well later on. So let's see. Add that. If anybody wants to read these to further their repertoire of knowledge.
Yeah, I just thought that was an interesting thing that we came across
Yeah.
there into the Bering Sea. Although it's a very dangerous set of waters to begin with. Like, when there's like a hurricane or typhoon or a squall up there, it can devastate. And then when the ice comes down from the north, it can like lock like boats in place and damage the hulls and everything. It's
Big time.
Not just damage,
Yeah,
you can crush the holes and stink them.
Yeah.
Yep, it, absolutely. And then people are stuck in that frigid cold water. I mean, think of it like, the Bering Sea is just a bigger version of Lake Superior, and that's how a lot of boats get down, is because of the close shores. That water's bouncing off of all these islands. Mulches waves are kind of, and that's kind of like that's the theory of what sunk the Fitzgerald, is that they got hit by a rogue wave on Lake Superior.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Bering Sea is just kind of a gianter, like Lake Superior. So I've always found that boundary water, that area of waters, was fascinated me.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, like, the Coast Guards that have to go there and do rescue. Holy crap. Like, I tip my hat off to people who, like, risk their lives to go out there and bring us those lovely crab legs. And, like, tuna and, like, haddock and stuff like that. And cod and all that fun stuff.
We have up there
Yeah.
ships that are just designed to break icebreakers. And they go like
Yeah.
emergency vehicles to get ships out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's not as many out there. But, like, right now, they've closed down crab fishing, and I think out in the Bering Sea right now, the population decline.
Oh, really?
And so a lot of these people who are doing, like, the show Deadliest Catch, I think they're now fishing over the North Arctic Ocean, like by like Norway and Sweden and stuff. They're doing crab fishing up there now,
Yeah.
and other fishing like that. Yeah,
So
kind
they
of
will
interesting
overfish,
stuff, right?
that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, yeah,
like,
and think of that.
look at what China's doing.
Well-
China has like completely destroyed all the waters off of their coast. Like, there's no fish. Like, literally, no. They've wiped it out. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
wild.
well, they don't regulate.
They don't care. Like,
Well, they should regulate, but they're trying to get the little man down to rely on them.
yeah.
But
Anyway,
like,
I have something here. I have already reported on this on the Omni Coalition News Show. I believe we spoke about this on Friday, but I want to revisit this. ESRB plans facial age estimation checker for age verification. So
yeah,
this is,
what is up with that?
the video game rating board for the U.S., the ESRB, you know, like the people who rate all the video games, you know, has its new plans unearthed after the FTC put them up for public opinion. Dubbed privacy protective facial age estimation, the tech would allow parents to upload a photo of themselves to give permission to their child to play certain games.
Jeez.
So basically, they're still giving it into the hands of the parents, but now they're trying to get their photograph. So Big Brother is watching. Now just for...
a photograph of the parent.
Yes, but now, like, if you have a kid, okay?
Yeah.
And they want to play a game.
Yeah.
Now you got to take a picture of yourself to verify you are who you are, and that is your kid, and that kid is allowed. When did the government or a video game company or whatever this ESRB is have a hand into a parent's determination of whether or not the kid can play a game? Because now they have to verify themselves for their kid to play a game that they bought.
Well, when
In
I was
theory,
at the
that's a good
Atlanta
thing,
airport,
but,
you can now
that's a good thing.
verify your ticket.
Because you're giving parents more control.
Parents always had the control.
Well, they're trying to take it away, though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not a good thing of what you're giving up to try to create that. Or they're creating the illusion that's what it's about.
Yeah, what's the saying? Those who give up safety for security get neither.
Well, look at the Patriot Act. You know,
Yeah.
oh, for our safety and everything. Look what we gave up for our
Yep.
safety.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, this is kind of on the same lines on a smaller scale.
I mean, like, this is just
Well-
you know, our you know, companies shoehorning themselves into family matters. You know, because at the end, it's still up to the parents. Why do the parents have to upload a photo? If they're there uploading a photo for their, you know, then they'll be there to monitor their kids.
Well,
Like-
the pitch is from the companies is if we have your photo, then it's easy for us to verify that it's okay for your son to play this, or son or daughter.
That is such malarkey.
But
like,
that's the pitch. Hence my word pitch.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
what it turns into is always always questionable.
yeah.
Well, also, Xander, when I was at the airport in Atlanta, I saw a ticket by facial recognition. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, geez.
You cut out in that. You've been cutting out constantly,
Oh.
by the way.
Again?
Well,
Can you hear me
if I
now?
tell you every 2 seconds that you're cutting out, then it's all going to be Alice's cutting out show.
Well,
Oh, well.
my nephew who has gone over to, he's a professor, and he's gone over to China on a number of summers as an engineer teacher. They've invited him and so forth. But he is telling me, you know, and this is years ago, go into the airport and you walk up to the screen to see where your flight's going, your picture will come up, who you are, where you're from, you know, all the information's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Yep.
Yep.
And this was years ago.
And, you know, this is why I keep saying, like you know, there's a database. You have a digital ID. Whether or not you have a Facebook account doesn't matter. You have the Facebook app on your phone, you're getting tracked. You know, they monitor you. Google, like everything. So like everything you do, like, you know, like whenever you go to the market, whenever you go to work, when you go to the bathroom, they know everything. They know more about you than you do. You know? So but let's move on up here. Rusty is not here, unfortunately. Oh, Alice vanished. Rusty isn't here, unfortunately, to talk to us about this, but there's a lot of Chinese pyramids and such, as well as like on the border of China and North Korea. And I don't really know much about this, unfortunately. So we already have all these links in the underbar description, but we don't have the guy here to talk about it, so I don't really...
Well, it's simple to say, the more they discover as
Fiddlesticks.
time goes on, there's pyramids all over the world.
Well, this isn't a discovery. Like this has been here.
I know, but we're finding out there's pyramids everywhere.
Oh yeah, but like this is specifically on the border between China and North Korea.
Yeah.
Like Chinese pyramids, we have a couple wikis here.
I'd like to know more about it.
Yeah, it's really too bad Rusty's not here. So.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Well, there's also the Bosnian pyramids, which I've heard about, like, that are quite interesting as well. Have you ever heard much about those? They say they're the oldest and tallest ones in the world.
Huh.
Yeah, but there's also this freshwater spring that runs through one of the pyramids, and they've said that it contains some of the most purest water you can drink on the planet. It like when they like ran it through purification stuff, and they say that you don't even have to filter it. You can just drink it from the stream coming like through the stone.
Wow.
It's like an aqueduct in a way, or something, an underground one. And they say that people, like, if you lay on some of the type of, I think it's granite stone or something, if you lay on it when you're really tired, it actually has some like healing properties where it can re-energize you and stuff.
Oh yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
like tuned to your harmonic frequency or something. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. It helps. It's like a harmonic energy like enhancer.
Yeah.
And people who are like just tired, who've been like working all day, will lay on the stones for like 10-15 minutes, and then be able to go and work like another 10 hours if they wanted to. It's like how it rejuvenates you.
That makes perfect sense because everything in the world is energy. Like, you know, the chairs you're sitting on, you're actually not touching them. There is a infinitesimal amount of space on an atomic level between you and everything. So, like, you know, the clothes are not touching. Like, everything you touch is actually the pressure you feel. You're not actually physically touching the other atom. Like so, and it's all off of frequencies. Like and that goes into not just like, you know, light, you know, the spectrum, the whole, you know, rainbow through a prism thing. Like, you know, you look at various animals. Cats can see in the dark because they can see certain wavelengths that we can't. You know, so like there can be like, you know, like the whole theory about like, you know, fourth dimension and stuff. We could be occupying in the same physical space as an entire different world, but never touch it because we're vibrating differently.
Not even touch it, totally unaware. Obviously. But going back to the harmonics, I think if we ever capture that and figure out what it is when we'll start living, you know, 5, 6, 7, 800 years.
Yeah, like how that guy built the Coral Castle. You were talking about that, like like he probably figured out the frequency of the rock, and then had a counter frequency, and then now you just move it because it's just a free floating object in space.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot to it. You know, it's all speculation because we don't know. But when you think of things like this, and the pure water running through them kind of reinforces what you think.
Are you talking about that guy who like made like a little like rock park overnight, and they don't know how he was able to move the rocks and with the amount they weighed?
It wasn't over one night, but yeah.
Yeah, no one ever saw him built it. I mean, this stuff's out of granite. I was down there back in Florida. This is a lot of years ago. But he built this thing. It's nothing to look at when you pull up, but when you go in, he made furniture. And I sat in some of these rocking furnitures, and it just fit my back. This is solid granite that weighs thousands of pounds. No one knows how he made it. I sat in it, fit me perfect. My wife sat in it, fit her perfect. And it's just strange stuff. He drilled a perfect hole through like 3 feet of wall to go up and look at some star.
Talk about the door.
There you go. Yeah. Well, the door wasn't functional. It had broken down. They tried to fix it and couldn't.
Yeah.
But it's incredible.
But the door used to, like, you know, swing with no effort. Like,
yeah, you could push it with a finger.
And that's like, you know,
1,000 pounds or better.
Yeah. I'm trying to find those chairs that you're talking about. Coral Castle chair.
I remember you showing those before.
Oh yeah. Here's what I think he was talking about.
Yeah,
these
like
chairs.
A lounge chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's something. You know, and this guy claimed he knew how they built the pyramids.
Yeah. I want to interrupt this programming. We just got, Alice, you're probably going to crap yourself out of excitement. We have some live chat here from Bangarang.
Bangarang!
Bangarang! Good old Nergs. Yo.
Nergal!
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Alive. Yay! Hey, Nergs, we love you.
Yeah. Now get back into Discord. Get back here.
Yeah, come join the party. Put your 2 cents on this cool stuff. Like the whole monolithic era. And it's not. This guy was more modern, but like even like how they built like Stonehenge and everything like still baffles me. And like how far they traveled those stones to get there. Like Easter Island. Like you even like there's the talk of like with the Crystal Pyramid somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle underwater.
Yeah, that's right. And then the pyramid in Antarctica.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, the pyramid in Antarctica. I mean, I think pyramids and stuff in general were energy, like they're like power plants in their own right.
Yeah, there is that theory.
This is what she's talking about. There might be a crystal pyramid in the Bermuda Triangle. I think these are
Really?
actual underwater photographs. I'm not sure.
Or just like read depictions of them.
There's a YouTube video here. Crystal pyramids.
Yeah,
discovered-
we'll have to watch that after the show.
Yeah. Let me put that in the.
And then
underbar.
but the fact that they have all these pyramids, but like the pyramids that I'm aware of that were out in China were like a lot of them were step pyramid. We were talking about that earlier today, you and I. A lot of them I've heard were step pyramids. Some of them were not like the traditional like pyramids that you saw in Egypt.
Well, those,
I mean, even
here's the thing about. Sorry to interrupt, but step pyramids are the first step of making pyramids. Like the very first pyramids in Egypt were step pyramids. The smooth
well, don't
side
get me
is
wrong. I'm not
actually-
saying that, but I'm just saying the iconic ones that the pyramids of
well,
Giza.
The actual smooth side pyramidal shapes pyramids, where that shape gets its name from and all that stuff. Yeah, but the actual like up until they smooth the sides, every pyramid is a step pyramid. You know.
Yeah, well, even the Mayans and the Aztecs, they had step pyramids. Like I've been to Chichen Itza,
Lucky.
and part of it is
Oh, that's really cool.
part of it's step pyramid, and part of it is like that like soft siding and everything.
Yeah.
But like, did you ever look up a picture of the pyramids of Bosnia?
Let me check. Let me get rid of
They
some
are
of these here.
they're forest ridden. Like there's a lot of trees on, but when you look at the shapes of them, they're so old that they've grown trees on them. But there's definite like signs of it.
Yeah,
See,
like they think they're mountains, like, but they actually
some say
like,
they're mountains, but the way they're pointed.
That's not
But they found these fresh springs out there.
No, and this is the same thing as the one in Antarctica. They said, oh, it's a natural formation. No, it's not. I mean, I know hexagons
No, that's not
are
a natural formation.
like hexagons are actually weirdly a natural formation, but a pyramid is not.
Yeah.
Because hexagons do form in nature. Like there is like what's it called? Like the giant stones or the giant's walkway. Here, hold on a second.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Like
Yeah,
they're
these.
all perfectly hexagonal, not perfectly, but they're hexagonal rocks.
Yeah.
And like here we
Some
go.
use
Here's a
this
good picture. That occurred naturally somehow.
Yeah, well, some also speculate that that's petrified giant trees too.
Yeah, but right next to each other. Like then that means that.
Yeah, well, they broke up like that, I guess. Like they're saying that like if you look at like Devil's Tower and stuff, that's like an old like ancient giant tree.
Oh yeah. Devil's Tower is an ancient trunk of a tree, same as
That's
that
from the movie. What do you call it?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah,
But also that one out in Australia, like
Oh yeah.
is believed
No,
to
the
be
big red rock.
yeah, is believed to be the stumps of a giant tree, and like there's a whole theory behind it because like if you look, hold on a second, Devil's Tower giant tree. Like let's see if this brings up anything. Because if you actually look at it from the air, it has like what looks like roots coming out from it and everything.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm not getting any pictures. Giant tree roots. Let's see if I can get this. Nah, I'm not seeing it. Well, here we go. What is this? Devil's Tower is a tree, and all geologists are liars. Okay.
Dramatic statement.
But here, like, look
Well,
at
they
that.
still have that
Tell me that
hexagonal
doesn't look
shape.
like wood.
Yeah. Definitely looks like it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying about those like hexagonal shaped things. That like that's what was happening to the tree. Like it petrified and became stone. Like there's the petrified woods in New Zealand that like show similar things. But like you can still tell it's true. Like yeah, look for the petrified woods in New Zealand. They're crazy as well. They're thousands of years old.
Petrified woods, New Zealand. Petrified trees. Let's see. I'm getting the same.
Oh, there's a forest we can go through and see
Forest.
it, but
Well, why didn't you say forest, Alice? Like,
it's like a forest, yeah.
I'm getting the same exact picture. Petrified forest.
Well, maybe
museum.
that is what it is. I'll have to look. I'll ask my dad more about it. He knows more about it, but
Here we go. Curio Bay, New Zealand. Petrified forest. Okay.
forest, yep.
All right.
I guess that's what it looks like for the forest, but yeah, it's all been broken down and stuff, but it gives off those weird shapes and stuff that you were showing, like the hexagonals are naturally formed, but yeah, you're right. Like, it shows up in nature. Also, like, fractals show up in nature everywhere, too.
Yeah. And actually, like, if you look at the poles of, like, gaseous planets, you'll see that they're hexagonal.
Like Saturn?
Saturn pole. Let's see here.
Yep, the Saturn poles are
Yeah,
hexagonal.
So look at that. It's a hexagon. That's Saturn's pole.
Yeah.
Because, like, and what's really cool, what I really love is Jupiter's pole. Because it's not only hexagon, it looks like a pizza. Like, because of all the torrential
pepperoni.
winds and everything, you have a hexagon surrounded by a bunch of hurricanes. You see
Yep.
that?
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Jupiter's
it's
pole. Right
crazy.
there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
actually
Jupiter and
hurricanes?
Saturn
Well,
poles.
yeah, the whole planet's a hurricane. Like,
Whole planet's a storm.
yep. And the red spot's what,
Of
like
gas.
5 times the size of Earth or something crazy?
And we're worried about Hillary.
And the gravitational pressure, like, the gravitational is, like, of Jupiter is, like, 10,000 times, like, us of Earth.
Yeah.
It would weigh us down and make us feel like we're, like, 1,000 pounds.
No, it would
or
just
more.
crush us instantaneously.
Yeah, we basically combust from the pressure, like, deep sea shit.
Kind of like something that happened not too long ago.
Yep. No, we're not talking about that. We already talked about it and kicked the pin a few weeks back.
But I want to revisit the topic, actually. I looked at some notes I made, like, going back to the whole ESRB thing. And I'm not sure if I told you about it. I'm pretty sure I did. And I don't remember the exact semantics, so don't quote me on this, but roughly, like, I remember there was this guy, like, he has his house all upgraded, like, he has a smart fridge, he has everything he can control on his phone through his Amazon account, he can control his thermostat, his lights, his garage doors, locks, all this stuff, he has all the bells and whistles. Obviously, he's has
fully
like one of those
automated.
Ring doorbells or something like that with a camera and automated messages. Now, an Amazon delivery driver, who's, and I normally otherwise wouldn't bring this up, but it is important to the story. He's black. As he was walking away, the Ring doorbell or whatever it is he has, like, sends an automated message like, "Oh, thank you for coming," or something like that. Now, he was far away and he couldn't hear it, so he misheard it and he thought it was a racial slur. So then he called. He called dispatch to say, "Oh, hey, my customer made a racial slur," and then they shut him out of his own house for hate speech, which didn't even exist. Like, it was like not a falsified, but an incorrect report, and they shut him out of his own house. He couldn't unlock his doors, control his thermostat. His fridge shut down. He couldn't operate anything. So, like,
wow.
So this brings in, like, as I was saying, like, this is just another way, as the Loom was saying, surrendering your freedoms. And on top of that, my own grievance, a year or so ago, we got a new washer and dryer. All right.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep.
This is bananas.
I know.
Every month, I have to run as a cycle. To self-clean or whatever in order for the
washer.
I have to wash the washer so that way it dumps the cache of information, the cache of information, because whenever you put a load in there, it figures out, okay, how heavy it is, yada yada, and it makes data for optimal washing, but then you have to reset it every month.
Reboot.
It's a washing machine.
Reboot.
It's a washing.
Absolutely.
But see,
Like, I don't need
that.
to
The problem is we didn't even know it, and we had to have a repairman out. He doesn't know you got to reboot this thing. What?
Yeah, it started not working right, so we had to bring a guy out and spend a couple $100, and then, oh yeah, you just gotta do this. It's like, yeah, don't you read the manual? It's a washing machine.
Dude, Maytag's gotten really complicated.
That's ours.
Yeah.
We got Maytag.
We got a Maytag.
Yeah, but
Great washer, but holy
but see,
cow!
Way
like
beyond
you don't need,
my pay
when you
grade.
combine all that,
can I just get a washer and dryer from like 20 years ago, please?
When you combine that.
Yeah.
With how, like, everything has a planned obsolescence, because, like, the whole term, oh, they don't build it like that like they used to, like, our refrigerator, we've had that for, like, for 24 years now.
Yeah.
It's still working.
Yeah.
If we had gotten a new refrigerator like that today, it would probably die in a year. No, I'm not kidding.
Yep.
Like, no, they're designed to force the customers to come back and buy it again. You know, like
Yeah,
land
well, the same
obsolescence.
thing with cars.
And with that, and with all these smart devices, I give it 5 to 7 years until we will be at the mercy of the state. You know, like eventually,
Yeah.
you know, everybody will have to buy something new, buy a new toaster, buy a new microwave. Eventually, everything will be connected with your digital ID, be controlled by Amazon or Google or Disney or whatever. You know, and then now you're gonna have to like, you know, like
How do we go from
pray.
refrigerators to that? How did we get there?
Well, no, well, how did we get there?
I don't know.
How did we
Well,
get to a washing machine that we got to reset
when we
once a
thought
month?
about with cars.
Yeah, oh, with cars,
When we
like,
thought
that's a
with
whole
cars,
nother
like, hey,
bag
we
of
have
hammers
to
there.
have coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the whole self-driving car scares the hell out of me. You know?
No, I saw that going out in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope they all
God.
got
testing
washed
it.
away with Hurricane Hillary. Hillary.
Freudian slip right there. Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Freudian slip. Freudian
Yeah.
slip.
But yeah, no, it's terrifying. You know?
Technology. Well, you know what we could do is go back to the old-fashioned way of how we used to keep things cold and refrigerated. We used to bury them underground where it was cooler. Make your own fridge from refrigerator and freezer for storage, like buried in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we used to do.
Hey, I go back to when I was a kid. We still called it an ice box.
Yeah, an ice box. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get a washer or dryer or anything like that, I'm like, I want one from 1995.
Yeah.
You want to know
I was
something?
going to say 1919 or something.
You want-
You get a ringer with that one.
You want to? Well, Mom actually used to work on those.
Yeah.
But you want to know something really cool about? Well, not. I guess play on words, unintentional pun is welcomed. Something really cool about refrigerators.
What?
In like, you know, Alaska and like northern Canada and like, you know, the more polar regions and everything, they actually use those to keep their food warmer.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's really true.
They use those.
Yeah.
Not keep it stop it from
Interesting.
freezing.
Yeah,
Just keep it cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Keep
kinda
it
wild.
cool. Keep it good.
Yeah. That'd be like out here in California using an oven to keep something hot. You know.
Yep.
Or I don't know. Well, that's about it. All I have to add.
Yeah. Me too. I don't think I can say too much more about technology and pyramids any more than I know. Unless
Yeah.
Cyrus and Scotty have anything to say about that.
Yeah,
They've
come
been
on,
awfully
guys,
quiet
talk.
the whole time.
I don't know anything. I just come here to support.
Ah, okay.
Oh, she came here for the vibes.
Yep.
I've got some really good vibes. Cool.
Probably not my
Yeah?
best subject, maybe.
All right. Well, then why don't we wrap us up here?
I think we shall. Well, thank you everyone for joining the lovely Kicking the Peanut show, where we talk about all the fun things that nobody else wants to. And until next week, where we talk about other random things that come to our mind and people find interesting. If you have a topic you would like us to talk about, please put that in the underbar below. And
Comment section
we
actually.
will be. Comment section. Sorry, not underbar. In the comment section. Thank you very much, Xander. But I am the lovely Who is Alice. Let's all do our roll goodbyes, and we love you.
I am A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
Scotty.
Cyrus.
And of
Hi,
course,
yo.
Sohan in the audience with his self-deafen, so he in the show, but he's
Yep,
not
and
part
we
of it.
also. Yep, and we also had a Nurgle too.
Oh well, he was in the live. He was in the comments section, not actually.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And Tiddler was in there as well. He kind of
Oh,
got
wow.
overshadowed by Bangarang, but yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Shit snack.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you guys be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs, and have a wondrous week.
Toodles.